Hi, my name is Vincent Wolf, talking to you from New York. Looking forward to this chat. People ask me all the time, how did I get in and why am I still in it? I love designing. I mean, it's what I eat, what I breathe. It's always been play, never been really work. I fell into it by chance. I have no formal education, but I've trained myself visually. I'm dyslexic, so the book thing was never great for me. So my whole life has been a training on visual in how through travel, through museums, through a sense of absorbing things that, to me, really read correct. People say to me, well, would you ever retire? And as long as I have work, I want to keep doing it because it's really what wakes me up in the morning and what makes my life special. I think the biggest challenge we have is survival. Because I was at my upholsterer today. I was doing a live chat, on upholstery. And, he said he thinks that really high-end custom upholstery has not much left to live. That people just buy from catalogs and go to retail. And there's no sense of a custom quality to it, which to me speaks to me of what designers are demanding for themselves and what designers feel do they want to present to their clients. So I think that's a problem. Clients are now accustomed of walking into a retail store or looking at catalog or walking into showrooms. In the sense of customize, couture of interior design, I think it's fading away. There's 100 coffee tables. Why should I design one? How do I design one? Where do I have it made? I don't know. I'd rather go on a website and find it and place it on the job. And what that speaks of is jobs that are getting less and less individual and more literally mass produced. I think that there is an enormous, very thin knowledge about interior design because, you're no longer sitting there and looking through a magazine, you are scrolling. And when you scroll, the only thing that really captures your eye is whatever has a appeal to you. People are no longer studying a space. I think people 30 years ago were more educated about design. They followed the magazines, they looked at books. They were more, I think, interested in points of views rather than just, that's a sofa I like, or that's a chair. Oh, look at that thing over there on the wall. They're not understanding, they're just quick shopping. Where is the designer fitting into this? Are they going to become shoppers? That all they do is go out and find the things that client is coming to you with, I want this sofa, I want this chair. But what is our responsibility as creative people? To be shoppers or to be creative? And that's where the industry is right now. They are somewhere floating in between. I think if there is one that people are not aware of yet, I think more traditional elements are going to be incorporated more and more. and not just mid-century, but going further back. Because I think those elements, 18th century, you know, I don't love, maybe late 19th century, will bring to a space much more individual. Because if you're going mid-century, they're the classics. And if you keep repeating the classics, everybody has the classics. But if you go to 18th, 19th century, maybe mid 17th century, you're able to find elements that will bring a sense of the past and a sense of a patina to a space that I think more and more people are going to want. It's a book that speaks well for designers, and I felt that High Point would be the best place to, one of the good places to be able to talk to designers and show the things that are happening in the book and how those can, help to maybe bring a different dimension to people's work. What the book is about is 5 sections. Each section talks about how do you change your lifestyle? How do you deal with art and, not expose art, but display art? My loft, how I live, and what my approach was to that. How do you take spaces and reallocate spaces within an environment and make it change? How you take a traditional house and make it still look traditional from the outside, but contemporary from the inside. There are a lot of things I don't do well. Thank God I was able, knock wood, to do one thing that has paid the rent for so many years. So I hire people. I think that one of the things that I always try to say when I'm talking to designers is, you cannot do it all well. So if you cannot do it all well, then hire the person that's going to do it the best. If you're not good in billing, hire somebody to do that. Oh, I don't make that much money. You'll make more money if you hire somebody that can do the billing, because you're putting off your time to do the billing because you know you're not good. If I get my hands on a plant, it comes home. I don't, whether I'm traveling or, if somebody says, oh, I have this plant and it's not doing well, I'll take it. I mean, they're the perfect roommates. They give you pleasure, but they don't demand and they don't talk. So that's a good thing. Collections, the photography, I look at it every day. I mean, I've been going over the collection and I have over like 600 photographs. So I'm not getting any more because I don't have any more room. The space is one that is very transitional. Things come and go. I may buy something and then get rid of something else. So the space is always evolving with no rhyme or reason, just things that I like. In the total loft, I think that there's only 1 or 2 pieces that were made or bought specifically for there. The rest are things that have from show houses, from jobs, things that I had an extra one and I brought it to the space. There's no rules of what goes in or goes out in the space. Sondheim. It's not necessarily in design. It's people that open my heart by their creativity, uh, whether it's looking at paintings or going to the theater or travel. I mean, these are all things that made me who I am. I am the result of all these outside experiences that have made me think and look at things in a different way. I find his music just, when I hear it sometimes you want to cry because it's so beautiful and so smart. You know, he was not just putting words together, he was giving you a message with each song and each tune that he wrote. So I mean, it's one of the things that I really regret, that I never met him. I was in situations where he was, oh, what are you going to do? Say, oh, Mr. Saibai, I love your music. You know, but in hindsight, I would have loved to have said to him how much his music means to me. I'm messy. You know, my partner always said, look at that, you left dishes in the sink. How can you leave dishes in the sink? And, you know, I don't believe in perfection. I believe that when I leave a job, before a client walks in for the first time, I want it perfect. After that, I think perfection is so foolish because we're not perfect to begin with. And I don't, you know, I have clients that will have said, look, when you get on the floor, you look at the bottom of the table, there's a smear. You know, I look at the big picture.